Okay, can anybody see me? I am on. Let's see if anybody can see me. Welcome. I am, this is my first time, guys. So let's see how we do here. I think I'm on. Let's wait for some folks to come on. I'm going to try to use my phone as it says I'm live, so yeah. Let me know if you see me, guys. I'm going to try to use my phone to do the comments. I don't know if I can keep up with comments, to be honest with you. Yeah, I see me. Let me see. I already see 2 comments, so. Oh my gosh, everybody can see me. I am so excited.
I think I'm on.
I did this.
Let's wait for some
I cannot listen to me though, so let me
try to use my phone.
let me get my phone on silent. There we go. There, I can't listen to myself as a echo. That's gonna be crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys are on. Thank y'all so much. I'm so excited. I came on a few minutes early. Oh my gosh, here comes my cat. If she comes on the camera, guys, I'm so sorry. I'll have to kick her off. You know, her name is Elsa. Oh, I got to tell y'all real quick. I go outside, I go every morning to go on my porch. I get out there this morning, I hear this noise. It is a kitten, guys. You hear her hissing? I don't know if you can hear her. Stop. Anyway, there's this kitten. I live in the country, and there is this kitten under my porch. Poor little thing is starving, scared to death. So cute, guys. And I've already got 2 cats. I don't want another cat. But here I am. So, you guess what I got. And I've already named it. So, you know, once you name it, once you feed it, once you bring it in, it's all mine. Oh, my Lanta. I do not want this cat. I can next week post it on Facebook, you know, and try to get rid of it. And I may very well do that. But I'm going out of town this weekend. So right now the cat's going to stay in my house. I hope it lives through the weekend because I got 1 cat named Fiona and she is mad. Anyway, enough about that. Welcome, guys, to our Friday Night Live. So excited to be here. We are going to be making the mason jar. Let me show you what we're going to be making. Mason jar notebooks. They are so cute. They are really cute. They're a little different than the original mason jar thing that we were going to do. This is a thing that I found, and it was something that was doable. It's I think a lot easier than what we were going to originally do. I left the template up on our challenge. It's the mass making mason jar notebooks, and this is actually a booklet. And see how it opens up here? It's 1 12 by 12 page that we're going to cut in half, and I'll show you how this process worked. I'm going to let people hop on, give everybody time. But this is, am I freezing? Somebody said it froze. Y'all give me a thumbs up if I'm still on. Anyway, I hope I am. Y'all let me know in your comments. Anyway, it is cute, right? Right, Michelle? I think it's cute. Hey, sis. Dana Merritt Daniels is my sister, guys, and she is awesome. I love her so much. And thank you for supporting me, everybody. Thank y'all for supporting Christians Crafting with Creativity. We are an amazing group of ladies, right? Hey, Zoe. I guess you're at the airport. And I put a little ribbon on this to tie it up. And that's just this is what we're going to make tonight. And it's really simple. It has to be simple for me to get to do it. I embellished the front, but I didn't embellish the insides of this one. Tonight we're gonna together. Thank you, Gigi. I'm glad we're not freezing. We're gonna embellish the insides together tonight. I didn't on this one. I just made it real quick at like 11 o'clock last night. That's crazy. And but this is what we're gonna be making. If you look on our page, the template for this is on there. I also posted it underneath the event, the mass making mason jar event. And you know what we're gonna, and I thought on as far as a mass making, this would really be a better option for mask making, because they're fast, they're easy, and we can use up our 12 by 12 double side. It works better with double side because you see how both sides are being used. Anyway, you can mask make these in a better way. And so I plan to make more of these and have them on hand to give away and to send out for racks and different things like that. But this is the paper I chose tonight. It's I got this paper out. It's got these polka dots on the back. I don't know, you can't really see it very well, but so cute. Hey, Anna Marie, Anne Marie, I'm so glad you're on now. But this is the paper I chose to do the event or the thing tonight with. I got this new scoreboard cutter thing. Got this on Amazon. I'm really liking this. It's a scoreboard and a cutter. I already had a cutter, but I wanted a scoreboard. You don't have to have a scoreboard for what we're doing tonight. It helps. I'm glad to have this, but there are ways to score without having a scoreboard if you don't have one. You're going to use your ruler and just go along the edge with not a knife, but maybe I would think even like a plastic butter knife. I'm always using what I got. I would use the opposite side of the butter knife and just gently score, and that's how I would score. The only other thing you could do would be to fold at the make you a mark and fold. But let's I don't know, we got a lot of people on here. I'm so excited. And first thing you do is cut your 12 by 12 paper. Well, first thing you do is make your template. I printed this, and you got to print it at a 72%. Hey, Karen, nice to see you. Hey, Kathy. You printed at a 72% from what you're going to pull up, what you're going to download off of our template. And you're going to print one for cutting the whole thing out, and then you're going to print another that you're going to cut just the little lid part of the jar. So you really need 2 copies, and that way you cut one for your lid and then one for your the whole jar, the whole mason jar. I used cardstock that I already had. You can use regular paper, but cardstock's a little sturdier when you're going to trace and whatnot. So that's just my tip for you. Try to print on cardstock. We'll start off here by cutting our 12 by 12 paper. Let me cut off this little part that they always have on the papers. No, you know what? Even with it's probably because it's Walmart pad. The whole thing, even with this little, I don't know if you can see my little perforated part right here. It has that on there, but we're going to go ahead and work around that and work with it. So we're going to cut this at a 5 by 12 long. So I want to cut, let's see if I can do math here. We're going to cut that. That would be, you bring it down to a 7 on your score, on your paper cutter. Oh, I'm getting rid of the wrong piece. And this is your, let's see if this is 5. Make sure, yeah, we got 5. Well, it's a little more than 5. Let me cut off a little bit. And so you want a 5 by 12. And let me see what I got here. No, this is more than 5, so let me cut this down. I got to cut down 1/2 inch. Alrighty, girls. Again, I have to do math. This is crazy talk. So we're going to go from here to there. Okay. Alright, I hope y'all are doing good. I don't know if any of you, I know Zoe has plans. She's at the airport. I don't know if the rest of you have plans for the weekend. I am going to my son's. Guys, I'm so excited to go to my son's. So we're going to do that 5 by 12. And then we need another sheet, or we're going to cut another piece that's going to be 1.5 by 2. So that it'll be that backside that we'll put our ribbon down on. Sorry about my voice too. I've been kind of raspy today. I got allergies going on. That out of the way. And like I said, I was saying, I don't know if y'all have plans for the weekend. We do fireworks in our world. I don't know if you guys do. We love them. My daughter went and bought a ton of fireworks. Hi, Liz. How are you? Nice to see you. So then this is your 1.5. Let me make sure I did it right. And I didn't, of course. Leave it to me. I'm probably doing too much yapping. So it's going to be a 1.5 by 2. And you know, actually, it really don't matter. All you're doing is putting it on the back side of this to cover up your ribbon. It holds your ribbon down in place. But that's all that piece is for. We're going to set it aside. And then we'll get to working on the score part. Now, if you have a scoreboard, I'm going to stand up to do this. If you have a scoreboard, it makes it a little bit easier. If you don't, then that's where you're going to do it at a 9 on your score. It's going to be a 9, a little bit over, like go 1 hair over your 3, 1 hair over your 6, and 1 hair over your 9. And when I say hair, I mean that notch right past the 3. So we're going to score this. And then I'm doing 9. And I love my little scoreboard. This was only $20 on Amazon, ladies. So it was really kind of, and it folds in half. And good to go. Oh, Amber, are you going to do barbecue? I don't know what my son's got planned. Well, this is not the right... I knew this was too short. Let me start over. We just won't do that paper. I messed up. When you know it, on a live, I did that wrong. Let me start over. I didn't cut that at a 5. I didn't cut it right. So we're going to do it again. This is how not to do it. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did that right. Let's see if I can count. And then, that's right? Yeah. All right. And I had a paper picked out on the side. I really wanted to use that other one, but we're going to use this one instead. All right. All right. Now that fits. Got it now, girls. Okay, so is this a 5? Well, we want to leave this just like it is. So I got 5, and I've got 12. So we'll score again. Let's do this again, Stacy. Now, if I use my middle name, I'm in trouble. Hey, Lynn. So nice to see y'all. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. I set my computer up to where it's in front of me so I can see y'all's comments. I thought I was going to have to use my phone, which that would have been a nightmare. So I just scored it so I can fold it in 4 places or in 3 places, making 4 pages. So we've got our first score. And then we'll bring it back this way, backwards, and then the last one. And then there you go. You've got your book. Easy peasy. And that's what I meant by this being a really good project. This paper's kind of pretty though, huh? I like the yellow paper better, but we'll go with this one. I am finding that I need to cut my mason jar with right at the bottom where that black line is. I had to really work with this to make sure I got it right where I wanted it on this page. So that's why I was telling you guys to do the 72%. Then I'm going to trace. I'm going to use a black pen so I can see what I'm doing. Normally I would trace with a pencil, but I'm going to use this pen. So then we're going to trace the mason jar out there. And all it really is right around the bottom and right at the top here. And there you go. And then we'll cut it. But I am too proud to have you guys on here tonight. I have to tell you, I'm super nervous. And then there I go and cut that paper wrong. But that's okay. I know you guys are loving ladies anyway. Okay. And I love mason jars. They're so extra cute. Don't y'all? Okay. I'm using my big scissors. I like to use small scissors, but I want to use my big scissors because they're a little better a little sharper. There we go. I picked this second choice of mine, this black paper. It's almost hard to see, but I'm getting it. I'll sweep when this is over. Alright. And then, hey Lynn, thank you so much. Y'all are too sweet. And then we're going to use, now this is it's kind of like a marbly effect to it. It was my second choice of paper, but we're going to go with it anyway. But it's still pretty, and and we're going to embellish it so much that it isn't going to matter. So I got to cut that 1.5 by 2 piece of paper there, or little square. And I think we have some more lives going this weekend, so y'all stay tuned for that. I don't really know who's, I actually don't know who's going to be on this weekend. We were going to do this live on Saturday or Sunday night, but like I told you, I'm going out of town. Very excited about that. I haven't seen my son in a while, have I, sis? It is awesome getting to see him. So I'm going to use the extra that I cut this 1.5, and I still have this strip, so I'm going to use this to trace the little lid. Alright. Anyway, I told y'all I named that cat. Well, Brandy helped me name it. We were on the phone when I was telling her about it. And she was like, because the cat's a little tan. I'll post pictures of him. Or her, I don't know what it is. I cannot tell what a cat is. But anyway, I named it Tanner. So cute. But seriously, guys, I think I have to go to Facebook and get rid of it. Alright. So that is traced. We'll cut that out. Look at that. Thank you, Marcy. 20 people? That is amazing. But I have been shamelessly plugging this, I have to say. I went on some of my chats in our teams, and I was like, you guys better come. But more than anything, what I hope is this encourages you guys to get on the mask making. You don't have to have a partner. You don't have to mail anything off. It's just a challenge that builds up your stash, and you can use in your. Like I said, I'm gonna make a whole bunch. Keep them for my stash. Oh my gosh, here he comes. Do y'all want to see him? He's up here on the table. Look, he's so cute, right? What can I do without? Oh my gosh. I can't leave him outside for coyote bait. Oh, that would be horrible. Anyway, he's up here on the table. But anyway, encourage you guys to get on there, get your mask making going, build up your stash. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these. Well, I don't know how many. I'm going to shoot for 20. And but that's a little, that's a little, I don't know. That's crazy. But I am going to shoot for 20 and try to make 20 of them. And we'll see how far I get. But get on there and join in on those opportunities. We have several. Now see how that fits? I don't know if you can see that. See how that fits right on there? Now, this is also something that may intimidate you. It did me at first. But I did it on this one, and it turned out okay, I thought. I don't know. Can you see? I thought it turned out okay. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to follow you have to draw on it. I'm going to follow my design on my thing here. Hey, Ellen, I'm so glad you made it. Hi, Christy. I know it's cute, huh? Thank you. But I can't take credit for this. A young lady that I can't remember her name. It was a tutorial that was sent to me on the mask making. Said, oh, here's an idea, and I watched the video, and this is my take on it. And here I am. Oh, do y'all hear that cat back here? And with me going out of town, I'm going to leave that little kitty here. I hope it lives. It may be better off outside. And Fiona's really mad. Really mad, my cat is. So I'm drawing my little lid on here. And the little threads of the jar lid. And even if it's not perfect, I'm not really concerned about it. I think that's part of the beauty of it, really. I don't care if it's perfect myself. And I think this. I don't want to smear it, but I think that's okay. You know what I mean? It doesn't look as good as this, but it's all right, and it'll work. So I'm gonna let that. Used a gel pen. I'm gonna let that dry, and so it won't smear. And then here comes the fun part. We start embellishing. I'm gonna pick some ribbon. My first ribbon isn't gonna work because this isn't gonna go. So what am I gonna use? I have this white. I have a plain white. I have this sheer white. That would look kind of nice, I think. That's actually not too bad. I also have a regular white. If I can find it. Here it is. But I'm going to use that sheer. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use. I like that. And we'll use this ribbon instead. I'm going to give this a look-see, see how much I want to cut. I'd rather cut too much than not enough. And I'm going to get out my art glitter. I am ordering a glue stopper for my art glitter instead of using this. This is horrible. I'm using my all thingy. That is insane. I'm ordering a glue stopper from Tabitha. If you guys need one, y'all get one from Haystack Creations. I think she's in her boutique. Pretty sure she is. I know she's going to be, but I don't know if she is right this second. But y'all can get glue stoppers or whatever she has. A lot of cool stuff. So you lay a strip of glue there. Put this down. And then get my little piece. I love to ink everything. And I'm using gathered twigs on this one. And that's something that on the other paper I was going to use, I was going to, I'm going to use my glue stick. I was going to use the gathered twigs all the way around it. But on this paper, I don't think you can see the ink, all around the mason jar. So I think I'm just going to roll. What am I doing? I'm putting the wrong one on there. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Anyway, depending on your paper, I'm an inker. I love to ink. I would put ink all the way around the mason jar myself. But on this blackish paper, I can't see it anyway, so I'm just going to skip that step. And put this down so it's all snug as a bug in a rug. There we go. And then that part's done. And then here is my little lid. I'm going to put her on. She's dry now. I didn't want that gel pen to smear. Do y'all use book pages to glue on? I do. I saw on Pinterest where that's how this one girl does her glue books. Is she glues inside the book. The book's too bulky to have running around. I just tear the pages out and use them to glue on. But that's how they make their glue book. Is they glue, and then add on top. So there we go. We got our lid on. We've got our ribbon on. And now it's time to do the fun part, which is embellish. And I've got to rethink my whole embellishment plan here because I'm using this other paper. But, oh my Lanta, I like that. Or we could do cheesecloth. And that way we still see the paper behind it. What do y'all like better? I love being able to see y'all's comments. Do y'all like the lace better? Or the cheesecloth? What do y'all think? I'm not seeing anybody reply. You like the lace? I do too. We're going for lace. So I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to cover the whole thing with lace, but I'm going to put a little square in the center. That cat's coming up here again. Once it's 15 minutes, I think. And we'll cut this down. There we go. I'm using, you like the lace? Teresa, hey Teresa. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Are y'all still there? That cat jumped on my computer. Oh my Lanta. Okay. That cat wanted in the show. I think y'all are still there. Hey Kim. Did you get your kids off? There we go. So we got the lace on there. And let's see what else, because I'm having to rethink all this on the fly. I had planned, everything around me is planned for that yellow paper. So let's see what else we got going on. I don't like that. me see what else I got. I pulled out a bunch of stuff. I downloaded a bunch of stuff and printed some things. Pulled out some stuff that I'd gotten in Happy Mail. I can hear that cat trying to come again. It's going to try to come up here. Yes, here it is again. I may have to go lock this cat up on my lantern. All day long, I've not seen this cat. I get on this live, and here it comes. So I'm going to use this. Mandy Batchelor sent this to me. Thank you, Mandy. I'm going to put her on here. Well, I need more glue. I almost plugged in my glue gun because I thought I might need it, but I didn't think so. But, you know, better to be prepared, I suppose. Alright, here we go. There that is. Let's see what else I got. Let's go with a word. Some kind of a nice saying on the top. Printed all of these. These are from a kit from, if y'all have heard of Rach and Bella, this is from a kit from Rach and Bella. And I downloaded these and printed this. I think I'll use this one. And this says, create your own sunshine. Yes, my sister loves the beach. Kim is always at the beach. Kim Thomas Evans lives in South Carolina. She is constantly at the beach. I am like constantly jealous. We got to take another trip to the beach, sister. Alright. We'll put her down there. And then we'll start embellishing the inside. There she goes. I might add bling, I don't know. I might add a button. I hadn't decided, but let's go on and get to the inside. And this is I like this paper pretty good, the marble. It's a nice surface and gives us a nice base to work on for embellishing. So let's just start with the first page there and see what I have over here. Yeah, I'm going to have to really dig out some other papers. I pulled out, I like this pretty good. I don't know if you guys have seen my tear ruler. I got one of these tear rulers from Amazon. Amazon loves me. And I love this thing. It has this edge on it that all you have to do is just tear like this, and there's already that nice, perfect, rough edge ready to go. I'm not paid by Amazon, so, but, you know. Here comes that cat again. Oh, my Lanta. I'm having to throw it out there. It's going to cut us off. It's crazy. I know, I almost called you Stephanie, Dana. I know, these things are awesome. I love it. I use it almost every time I scrapbook, or junk journal, I should say. They don't call it scrapbooking anymore, sister. My sister and I used to go to conventions and crops all the time back in the day. Everything's all online now, and I don't even know if they do that anymore. I like that pretty good. So is anybody making this with me, or are you guys just watching? Y'all gonna make later? I like this at the bottom here. And we'll build something at the top. Or no, do I? Yeah, I do. I've already stuck it down. So, I'm committed. Yeah, these yellow flowers, but the red flowers are going to work. So let me leave those out. Yeah, those sunflowers aren't going to work for what we're doing. But I do have these tickets that I like pretty good. These are part of a download, I think, that we have. I've printed so much lately that I get confused on if this was from our albums tab or where, but I think it's on our albums tab. I know we have some tickets on one of our albums tab, or in one of our downloads. And that is so, I think that's one of the greatest things that we offer is the digital kits and the things that we offer on our albums tab. I like this blue one on here, and I'm going to stick that kind of caddy. Yes, Dana, I knew you would like Kim with her little beachy thing. And she's as talented as you are with the art. I mean, I'm telling you what, this lady can make some stuff. I'm too impressed at Kim Thomas Evans. Too impressed. So inspired by all of y'all. Every time I get on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough. There we go. So our first page, first little thing is embellished. I kind of like the way that turned out. So we'll go to the second one. I've got these little die cuts that Mandy Batchelor sent me, and I'm definitely going to use those in one of these pages. Let me see what else I got. I pulled out this paper, and I've got this mulberry. I like this paper too. I like this with this little touch of blue on it. So let me get to tearing on it. And I cut this on cardstock. Boy, this is hard to cut, or hard to tear. But see how easy this book is to make? And then the thing is you just get to embellish it, you know? And that's of course, that's the fun part, really. I'm going to cover this whole page here with this. This is some beautiful paper here. Hey Nancy, so glad to see ya. I'm glad you came on. Yeah, if you let me show you real quick what we're making. If you didn't see, we're making these little cute mason jar booklets. Well, this ribbon is stuck to me. Oh my Lanta. Anyway, we're making these little cute booklets, and you make them out of a 12 by 12 paper, and it's that easy. If you didn't get here from the start, you can watch the replay and see how that's done. So easy. It's for we're kind of spotlighting our mask making. I think I'm going to be doing these lives. If you guys like it, and it's okay, you can tell me the truth. But if it works out and you guys like everything, we're going to try to spotlight our mask making every week with the lives, or with my live. And get us all pumped up about that. I think next week's, the week after, next week is the mason jar. Oh my gosh, I love that. Look how those two pages work together. I like that. And let's see. And this is just doing this on the fly, because like y'all know, I had, oh, that looks nice, doesn't it, girls? I like that. I don't know if I want it up there or here or in the middle. What do y'all think? Let me see. Pulled out some stickers. Let me see what I like, if I do like anything. Or maybe I just like this one on this page. I do. I love this. This is some stickers. I'm a Dollar Tree queen. Oh, Kathy, I'm sure yours are great. Did you post yours? I need to see them. And then here's a little journal spot, if I so choose, or if whoever I give it to. That looks really good. See, and here I go. When I do the things in not a hurry, but when I do things without overthinking them, it tends to work out a little better sometimes. Because I had all these plans with that yellow paper. Y'all gonna hear me talk about that yellow paper on and on. I'll shut up about it. But I had all these plans with that yellow paper, right? And oh, here comes that cat again. But I had to change. And that's okay, because it's all working out. And I just pull out my supplies and get going. Now I'm going to use this real pretty vellum on this one. On this little page. I like this vellum. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And right here. This is... Thank you, Ellen. These are fun to make. They truly, truly are. And really easy. And if y'all can't see, if you can't tell, they're really kind of going to be a really fun project to mass make. Let's see how good I got on a cutting here. Not bad, ladies. This is what I get for being so nervous. Not doing too bad there. All right. Yeah, Kim, they're really easy. They're so easy. You just take a 5 by 12. It's 5 inches by 12 inches. Double-sided cardstock. If you've got a scoreboard, you can score at the 6, the 9, 6, and the 3. If you don't have a scoreboard, you still score at 9, 6, and 3, but just use your ruler and fold it. There we go. Look at that vellum on there, ladies. That looks really lovely. Looks nice. I like that. Now what do we got? I pulled out all this stuff. Let me see. I like these circles. Maybe. Oh my Lanta, look at this dragonfly. I have to use the dragonfly. Okay. Let me do it here, there. Get my little scissors. I know y'all don't want to watch me fussy cut, but here we go. But you just cut it to 5 by 12, and then you score it or fold it to where it folds into a 4-fold. It's going to be 3 folds and 4 pages altogether. But yeah, we'll catch the replay. And they're, like I was telling everybody, it's really good for the mask making. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna challenge myself to make about 20. I think that's that's pretty ambitious of me, but I am gonna try to do that. Y'all don't hold me accountable to that, girls. There, look at that dragonfly. That was a digital I printed. I got a printer. It changed my life about a little over a month ago. And I have not stopped printing that printer. And I get free ink for 6 months. That printer has gone non-stop since I got it. I think I want to back this on some cheesecloth. I love cheesecloth so much because it's stringy. And I love the strings a lot. I think the strings are the best part. Y'all may not like that vintage look. Y'all may like more of a structured, you know, design. Of course, do these with whatever paper you have, with whatever style you like. Tonight, we're just doing this with, you know, kind of a messy style. Because that's pretty much my life, girls, a hot mess. But it's a fun, good hot mess. Alright. I'm going to get more strings. I love that look. Okay, no problem, Christy. I don't know what you're making for dinner, but I'll be there in a minute. I haven't eaten today. I'm hungry. I've been so nervous about this live. I've not eaten. I've been like, forget eating. Here comes that cat again. Ladies, I really am going to have to call Facebook or post Facebook and get rid of this cat. It is so cute, though. I don't know what to do about that. We're going to do that right like that. See you, Christy. So the fun part is the embellishing. Whatever style you have going on, whatever papers you choose, and of course you don't really have to. Let me throw the cat again. You don't have to do the, I like that. I'm going to do that right in the center there. You don't have to embellish all these pages. This could be a little journal for you. A little notebook that you tuck in your purse, take to church. Oh my gosh, it's right back again. That cat will not give up. It won't end the picture. Oh my gosh. Between this cat and the no yellow paper. So there we go. I've got that page. We have one more to go. And I'm doing good on time too, girls. Look at this. God works everything out. He is so good to me. This is some mulberry paper. I got I don't know if you can see the sparkles in it. I'm going to use this on my last page. And I got this on, you can get it on, well, here I go again, Amazon. I swear I'm not getting paid by Amazon. But it comes in a pack of, I don't know, there must have been an inch worth of mulberries in there. And, you know, if you don't know what mulberry is, it's a hand, I mean, it's almost like a hand made paper. And it really adds something to pages. I love it. I've been using mulberries since my sister and I were scrapbooking a long time ago. But it came in all kinds of colors. I have been very, very happy with my mulberry choices. And then with this pretty silver on here. See how I use this ruler? Like all the time. Me and this ruler are like best friends. Yeah, but you know, guys, I really may come back from seeing my son and tell this kitty cat goodbye. Because this is like 3 cats. What am I, the cat lady now? I really know. I didn't want 3 cats. But it was so hungry. It was so cute. So I brought it in. Okay. There's my mulberry. And the cool thing with like this piece of, well, most of the mulberries, you can still see, and I like that wrinkly look to it. I did that on purpose. I like that kind of texture to it. And then let's see what else we got. And I have some Graphics 45. And where were my little doilies? Here they are. I think I want to use one of my doilies. And I have this Graphics 45 that I had downloaded, or I had cut up. I like that. And I may do that. Or should I put it on top? I like that. I'm going to put it on them. I'm going to put the doily on top of it. I like that. But Graphics 45, I bought it, these 8x8 paper packs. I bought it straight from the graphics45.com or whatever it is. And I've used the fire out of that. And that's what this came from. And then I'm going to use this beautiful doily that my good friend Mandy Batchelor sent me. I don't know if Mandy's on here. I haven't seen her tonight. I don't know. What glue do y'all use? I've got the art glitter. I think I want to buy some of that Barely stuff or whatever. It's got the green and black label on it. Oh my gosh, I like that. Look at that. And then there we go. And that's it, guys. I did it. We did it. Despite the yellow paper, I really wanted to use that yellow paper, but I cut it wrong. But that's okay. I'll get over it. I may be having another sheet. You know how they have 2 sheets per pack? I know, isn't it pretty, Dana? It's awesome. She sent me a few of those. Anyway, turned out really nice, guys. I love the cheesecloth. I think that's my favorite one. And then that vellum behind it. And then I like the doily. And then there you have it. Create your own sunshine is my word there. Yeah, I can make a mini one, Lynn. You're right. You're right. So that's it, girls. That is how we do that. And this is what I do. I have a... Here it is. I bought one of these. Guess where? Guess where I bought this, ladies? Amazon. We got to switch months to July. And we're on the 1st. And I date my stuff. So that whoever gets it knows when it was made. That's just something I do. I'd love to get a stamp that says Stacy or something. And then that way, you know, they would say, oh, well, Stacy made this on July 1st. And there we have it, ladies. She's just cute as a bug in a rug. I love her. And where'd my other one go? It's hidden over here. You should see the mess I have. This is a cotton picking mess around here. But this is the other one. And if anybody missed the beginning, I'll show you. Pink is my jam. But anyway, that's the cover of the first one. And she folds out, and I'll embellish all this. And then you tie her up, and she's just cute. And I'm going to make several more of these. I don't know about 20. I'm going to shoot for 20. Thank you, Ellen. I don't know about 20, but I am going to shoot for 20. I am. With me making tutorials like I'm doing for our events, I'm ahead of the game. You know, usually I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get my swaps done. But I'm getting my swaps done as I shoot those videos for the tutorials. So I have extra time. And I love crafting. It's my thing. It has really saved my life these last few months. Our family has been through some things, and last December I picked crafting back up. My sister and I used to craft all the time, and scrapbook and whatnot, and I put it down, and I didn't scrapbook for years. And last December I picked it back up, joined this group in March, and I've never looked back. I'm having a great time. I love you ladies so much. Y'all are so important to me. I'm on this page all the time, as you know, and I'm commenting. I'm getting to know y'all, and thank you, Dana. I'm gonna cry. I really am. I'm almost gonna cry. Yeah, I can't believe that God worked this out. Well, I can believe God did. That the technology went well. That we made this, and it worked out, even though the yellow paper didn't work out. But we did good, and we made them. And I encourage you to get on there, get on your mass making event, get going, print those. If you can't print them, if you'll let one of us with a printer know, we'll be more than happy to mail you a couple of. Ellen, I know I think you're one of the ones that don't have a printer. I know Anne Marie doesn't, Zoe doesn't, and I'll get on here and I'll print some of these mason jars at 72%. I'll be more than happy to send them to you. All you got to do is I bought plenty of stamps this month. All I got to do is put them in an envelope and mail them to you. Thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate it. We are right at the hour, and this worked out perfect. God ordered all the steps, worked it all out, and everything was perfect. I think I may get off here and cry. I am so excited. I love you guys so much. I really do. And you guys have a happy 4th. I hope that y'all are with your families and celebrating independence and loving this country despite all of our problems. Praise God that we're in America, and I'm grateful for that. I'm losing my voice, but I love y'all, and this was our live, and I'm so excited y'all were here. I'll see y'all. I'll see you next one, and I'll see you around our page. I love you guys. Bye bye.